Do you ever wish you could go back in time and change just one thing? This unsettling question takes us to the heart of the butterfly effect. Small decisions can trigger catastrophic consequences in your life. In this video, we'll explore the science behind this disturbing phenomenon, and I promise you, small actions can lead to unimaginable consequences and change the course of our lives in ways we could never predict. Forget everything you think you know about cause and effect. Starting today, everything will change. The concept of the butterfly effect emerged in the field of chaos theory, a branch of mathematics that studies dynamic systems sensitive to initial conditions. It was popularized by meteorologist Edward Lorenz in the 1960s. Lorenz was working on climate models when he discovered that small variations in input data resulted in drastically different climate predictions. This led him to formulate the idea that something as small as the flapping of a butterfly's wings could theoretically influence a tornado in another part of the world. But the butterfly effect isn't just limited to climate. It applies to any chaotic system, including human behavior, the economy, and even the evolution of species. What makes this idea so disturbing is that it challenges our notion of predictability and control. In a world where we like to believe we have the power to shape our destiny, the butterfly effect reminds us that small actions can have vast and unpredictable repercussions. Historically, the idea that small causes can have big effects is not new. Philosophers and scientists over the centuries have recognized this possibility. However, it was the mathematical formalization and practical demonstration by Lorenz that brought this concept to the forefront of modern science. And since then, it has been a topic of intense study and debate. The butterfly effect quickly captured the imagination of scientists and the general public, but its true potential was yet to be discovered. As chaos theory began to infiltrate various disciplines, from biology to economics, researchers realized that many natural and social systems are inherently chaotic, and that meant the butterfly effect could be a key to unlocking mysteries that previously seemed impenetrable in biology. The butterfly effect helped explain how small, almost imperceptible genetic mutations can trigger major evolutionary changes over millions of years. Imagine a single altered gene that, through a series of unpredictable events, leads to the emergence of a new species. This idea has not only deepened our understanding of evolution, but also made us question what else could be going on beneath the surface of what we consider normal. In the economy, the butterfly effect revealed the fragility of financial markets. Small events, such as a political decision in a distant country, can trigger shockwaves that reverberate around the world, leading to global financial crises. This unpredictability has caused economists to rethink their approaches, looking for ways to mitigate risks in a world where certainty is an illusion. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the butterfly effect is its application to psychology. The idea that small social interactions and personal decisions can alter the course of our lives forces us to reconsider the impact of our daily actions. Could a simple smile to a stranger trigger a life-changing chain of events? This possibility adds a layer of mystery and responsibility to our everyday interactions. As the butterfly effect gained notoriety, it also inspired technological advances. More sophisticated computer simulations and mathematical models have allowed scientists to explore chaotic systems with unprecedented precision. These developments have not only deepened our understanding of the butterfly effect, but have also opened up new possibilities for predicting and, perhaps, controlling its consequences. However, with each advancement comes new questions. If small causes can have big effects, how can we predict the unpredictable? And, most importantly, how can we use this knowledge to shape a future we cannot yet see? The butterfly effect reminds us that even in the most chaotic systems, there is order to be found, but that order may be stranger than anything we have ever imagined. The impact of the butterfly effect was not limited to just the natural and social sciences. it has also found its way into the arts and popular culture, generating a fascination that transcends academic barriers. Films, books, and television series began to explore the concept, presenting stories where small changes in the past drastically altered the future. These narratives not only entertain, but also provoke deep reflections on the role of chance and choice in our lives. In scientific terms, the butterfly effect encouraged the development of new methodologies to deal with uncertainty. In meteorology, for example, it has led to the creation of more complex climate models and the understanding that long-range forecasts are inherently limited. Instead of seeking certainty, scientists began to focus on probabilities, accepting that the chaotic nature of weather means there will always be an element of surprise. Additionally, the butterfly effect boosted research in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Algorithms inspired by chaos theory are now used to analyze large volumes of data, helping to identify patterns that would be invisible to the naked eye. These advances have not only improved our ability to predict complex behaviors, they have also opened new frontiers in automation and decision-making. In the field of medicine, understanding the butterfly effect has led to new approaches to treating complex diseases. Researchers have begun to consider how small changes at the cellular level can have significant impacts on an organism's overall health. This has resulted in more personalized therapies that take into account the unique complexity of each patient. But with each advancement, the butterfly effect also reminds us of the fragility of our systems. In an interconnected world, where a decision in one corner of the globe can reverberate in another, we are constantly challenged to consider the consequences of our actions. How can we ensure that our choices today don't trigger disasters tomorrow? And, in a universe where uncertainty is the only certainty, how can we prepare for the unpredictable? These questions continue to drive research and innovation as the butterfly effect challenges us to see beyond the immediate and consider the vast networks of cause and effect that define our world. As the butterfly effect gained notoriety, it also became a fertile ground for controversy and heated debate. The idea that small causes can have gigantic effects has not only fascinated, but also divided the scientific community. Some critics argued that the concept was exaggerated, questioning its applicability and relevance in real systems. They claimed that although the butterfly effect was a powerful metaphor, it oversimplified the complexity of chaotic systems. One of the main criticisms came from the field of meteorology, where the butterfly effect was initially observed. Some meteorologists argued that despite its popularity, the concept had been misinterpreted by the public, and even some scientists. They highlighted that although small changes can influence chaotic systems, the probability of a single event, such as the flapping of a butterfly's wings, triggering a tornado is extremely low. For them, the butterfly effect was more of a mathematical curiosity than a practical reality. Furthermore, the application of the butterfly effect in areas such as economics and psychology has generated debates about determinism and free will. If small actions can have immense consequences, to what extent do we have control over our destiny? This philosophical question has intrigued thinkers for centuries, but the butterfly effect brought a new dimension to the debate. Some argued that it reinforced the idea that free will is an illusion, while others saw it as proof of the complexity and beauty of human choices. The controversy also extended to popular culture. Films and books that explored the butterfly effect often simplified or distorted the concept, leading to misunderstandings about its true nature. This sparked criticism from scientists who feared the public would be led to believe a sensationalist and inaccurate version of chaos theory. However, perhaps the biggest controversy surrounding the butterfly effect is its inherent unpredictability. In a world where we seek control and predictability, the idea that small actions can trigger catastrophic results is deeply disturbing. This raises questions about our ability to predict and mitigate risk in complex systems. How can we prepare for the unexpected in a universe where uncertainty is the only constant? These questions continue to fuel debate and research as scientists and thinkers struggle to understand and apply the butterfly effect in an increasingly interconnected and uncertain world. Another point of controversy has arisen in the field of climate science, where the butterfly effect was first observed. The complexity of climate models and the difficulty in predicting long-term climate change have led to debates about the validity and usefulness of the butterfly effect. Some scientists have argued that while the concept emphasizes the climate's sensitivity to small changes, it can also be used to justify inaction, suggesting that human efforts to mitigate climate change are insignificant in the face of larger chaotic forces. Chaos theory and the butterfly effect faced resistance from researchers who preferred more traditional and deterministic approaches. This resistance generated divisions among scientists, with some defending the butterfly effect's potential to revolutionize our understanding of complex systems, while others saw it as a distraction from more pragmatic, data-driven approaches. Furthermore, the butterfly effect has been criticized for its application in economic predictions. Economists who have tried to incorporate the concept into financial models have faced significant challenges, as the chaotic nature of markets makes any predictions extremely uncertain. This has led some to question whether the butterfly effect can actually be used to predict economic crises, or whether it is just a powerful but limited metaphor. These questions continue to fuel debate and research as scientists and thinkers struggle to understand and apply the butterfly effect in an increasingly interconnected and uncertain world. If our most insignificant actions can trigger catastrophic events, to what extent are we morally responsible for these developments? This issue becomes even more complex in a globalized world, where decisions made in one corner of the planet can have repercussions in distant places. Philosophy also found fertile ground for discussion in the butterfly effect. The concept challenges the idea of determinism, suggesting that the universe is not a predictable machine, but a chaotic system where chance plays a crucial role. This raises questions about free will and whether our lives are governed by conscious choices or a tangle of random events. Philosophers continue to debate these questions, exploring the implications of the butterfly effect for our understanding of reality. In popular culture, the butterfly effect has become a recurring theme in films, books, and television series. However, this popularization also brought distortions and simplifications that generated criticism from scientists. The depiction of the butterfly effect as an almost magical force that can drastically alter time and space often ignores the nuances and complexities of the original concept. This has led to an ongoing effort to educate the public about the true meaning and limitations of the butterfly effect. On the other hand, the application of the butterfly effect in areas such as artificial intelligence and data science has brought new opportunities and challenges. Algorithms inspired by chaos theory are being used to predict complex behaviors, but the inherent unpredictability of the butterfly effect means these models can fail in unexpected ways. This raises questions about the trust we place in technologies based on chaotic systems and how we can mitigate the associated risks. The butterfly effect is not just an intriguing metaphor. It palpably manifests itself in events that have shaped the world in unexpected and profound ways. One of the most dramatic examples is the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914. What began as an act of violence by a young nationalist in Sarajevo quickly escalated into a global conflict, as military alliances and political tensions, carefully woven over decades, unfolded into a world war. World War I not only redefined global borders and politics, but also planted the seeds for World War II, demonstrating how a single event can trigger a series of catastrophic consequences that resonate across the decades. In science, Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin is a testament to the power of chance and careful observation. In 1928, Fleming returned to his laboratory to find his bacterial cultures contaminated by a fungus. Rather than dismissing the experiment, Fleming observed that the fungus eliminated surrounding bacteria. This chance observation led to the discovery of the first antibiotic, saving millions of lives and revolutionizing modern medicine. Here, a simple laboratory accident turned into one of the greatest scientific discoveries of the 20th century, illustrating how smaller events can trigger scientific revolutions that alter the course of human history. On a political level, the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 exemplifies how the butterfly effect can operate on a global scale. During this period of extreme tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, the world was on the brink of nuclear conflict. Small decisions, such as interpreting satellite images or communicating between world leaders, have had a monumental impact on preventing a catastrophe. This event highlights how seemingly small decisions at critical moments can have life or death consequences for millions of people, underlining the fragility of world peace in the face of chaotic and unpredictable events. More recently, the 2008 financial crisis exemplifies the butterfly effect in the global economy. The crisis was precipitated by a series of financial decisions in the United States, such as the granting of higher-risk loans. These decisions triggered a domino effect that led to the collapse of financial institutions around the world, resulting in a global recession. This event revealed the interconnectedness of financial markets and how actions in one sector can reverberate globally, affecting economies and lives on a massive scale. The financial collapse exposed the vulnerability of complex economic systems to small disruptions, challenging the belief in market stability and predictability. Furthermore, the butterfly effect can be observed in natural events, such as environmental disasters. The oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010, caused by a technical failure on a drilling platform, had devastating consequences for the marine ecosystem, the local economy, and public health. This disaster highlighted how small technical failures and lapses in judgment can lead to far-reaching ecological and economic consequences, underlining the need for constant vigilance and environmental responsibility. These historical examples remind us that the butterfly effect is not just a theoretical curiosity, but a reality that permeates all aspects of life. It challenges us to consider the interconnectedness of events and to recognize that even the most insignificant actions can trigger a series of events that shape the course of history. In a world where everything is interconnected, the butterfly effect invites us to reflect on the potential impact of our choices and embrace the complexity and unpredictability of life. It reminds us that in the midst of chaos, our actions have power and that we must use them with care and consideration. The butterfly effect offers us a unique lens through which to view the world, revealing the complexity and interconnectedness of everything around us. It challenges us to reconsider the notion that our actions are isolated and inconsequential. Instead, it shows us that every decision, no matter how small, can trigger a series of events that shape the future in ways we could never predict. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, where the boundaries between the local and the global become blurred, the butterfly effect reminds us of the responsibility in our hands. It invites us to act with intention and awareness, recognizing that our choices have the power to influence not just our lives, but the destiny of the world. But perhaps the most profound lesson of the butterfly effect is that, amid chaos and uncertainty, there is an intrinsic beauty in the web of events that connects us all. It's an invitation to embrace the complexity of life, to see the potential in every moment, and to recognize that while we can't predict the future, we can certainly shape it with our actions. So the next time you face a choice, no matter how insignificant it may seem, remember the butterfly effect. Ask yourself, what waves of change can I create today? Because, at the end of the day, the power to transform the world may be in your hands. And if you're intrigued by the power of the butterfly effect and the complex interconnections that shape our world, continue your journey with us. On our channel, we explore a variety of fascinating topics that challenge conventional perception and reveal the hidden forces that influence our reality. From the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy to the frontiers of artificial intelligence and exploring the multiverse. Each video is an opportunity to expand your understanding and spark your curiosity. Don't miss the chance to delve deeper into stories that provoke thought and inspire action. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us as we unlock the secrets of the universe, one video at a time. Because, like the butterfly effect, we never know what information can trigger a transformation in our lives.